stand beside me.
Oh, you want me to? Christopher! Christopher! Play it. You record us. It's the movie.
Huh?
It's a video.
It's a movie.
Oh my gosh, that
Well, wait
Okay,
a minute.
do the picture first.
Ay, nako! Uy!
What?
Okay.
Okay, video. Video.
Okay.
Okay.
Ano ba yan? Speech or video?
I'm gonna motorboat your mom.
Okay, ready?
Oh, Tita Ina.
Okay, I mean...
Okay, yeah. Well, in normal circumstances, when I speak in front of people, I get paid. Let me go back 23 years ago before I left for the U.S. I wanted to especially thank Tito Itoy for including me to the group that went to the United States, right? So that is something that is treasured in my heart that I will never forget because I got to where I am because of that opportunity. Next is the money that enabled me to fly to the United States. That is through having to speak with Tita Presi, having to borrow money so I can fly Japan Airlines. I remember that flight. It's Japan Airlines flying from Manila to Tokyo and overnight flying to San Francisco. And then when I got there, Tita Ina's family was there to pick me up. It was Din who took me from the airport and got me to Daly City and have lunch and brought me back. And whatever we did in Utah, we danced, things that I've done in the long term. And right after that, living with Tito Dick and Tita Ina, I've learned a lot of things that I carry to this day, that I've done every single time everything that I do every day is like, what would Tito Dick do? Or what would Tita Ina say on the things that I would do. So Tito Utoy, Tita Presi, and Tita Ina, thank you so much for the things that you've done for me. I really appreciate that. I cannot move forward without looking backwards to see where I'm at today. So, but before I came to the United States, there's a lot of things I've learned that I carry with me that I grew up with. Specifically with Tita Celia and Tita Nida. You know, in the store, waking up early in college, and having to have the discipline to start what you don't have and have for the day, and do everything that you possibly could. I thank you for that. I will never ever forget that. You can turn heaven and earth upside down. I can move mountains, but I will never ever forget the two of you. You're always in my heart. And then here comes my mom. You know, I remember my mom in 1996 when I flew back to the United States. I picked her up, and it was very heartbreaking. Shall I speak Tagalog? It's a lot easier if I speak English, right? In 1996, I came back because with the help of Tita Dick and Tita Ina, I was never an illegal alien in the United States. I arrived, I left in May, and in September, I got my papers because Tita Presi was able to send money back. Which this one, when I paid her back, she's like spent it like there's no tomorrow, right? You know, she spent it. There's no tomorrow, and I was never an illegal alien in the United States, and I got my papers fixed. I went to Stanford University, which nobody believed, and I graduated with an MBA, JD. I was working with Sumitomo Bank in California, thanks to the Japanese influence that we do here. I speak Japanese fluently, and I read it, and I write it, and then now I work for JP Morgan Chase. So anyway, looking back, in 1996 when I picked my mother up, it was very heartbreaking because I would have to leave my brothers in the Philippines, which is Sonny Boy and Obed, which is now a dad, and Obed is now a dad. And surprisingly enough, it was like a barbecue situation because three of my brothers married three sisters. And we're an instant family, so I think my sister-in-law, who actually, you know, tolerate my brothers, which I know how they are. So Vanji and Suzette and Dean, wherever they are. So I thank you for loving my brothers more than I think my mother could have loved them. So thank you. Right? And then of course Bella, you know, you're always there. You're a reminder of, you were the first grandchild that my mom had, and you had always been, you know, I love you for your difference. You're very different. Just by looking at you, you're very different. And I don't understand it, but like, you know, I love you for that. And
I love you too.
Yeah, so thank you. And coming back here is very monumental for me because at first I thought, I said, I'm not going to come back because I don't want to be a part of something that's not right because you know, we're family, and family is always, it's part of our quarrel. You know, we're a part of our quarrel. You know, but what we don't understand is that our differences makes us stronger. The difference of Tita Eddie, you know, the difference of Tita Presley, the difference of Tita Nida, and Tita Sally, and my mom, and Tito Utoy, and of course Tita Kiki. But I'm not sure if everyone realizes that our differences makes us stronger. It's what makes the Karingas. You know, we're very resilient regardless of what comes towards us. We see what's coming, we see what's going. We've gone through death, we've gone through rites of passage on either our nieces, our brothers, our cousins, or everybody else. And then it's just so nice to see familiar faces getting together with so much love and sometimes anger. But you can only be angry if you love so much. Why is everybody crying? You know, and I do certainly hope that I become, or I became an example of what it should be like from coming from nothing and amounting to something that somebody should be able to look up to. Like what I do look up to Tito Utoy. I always feel that he is somebody I will never be able to live up to. So I keep on striving and striving and striving to be him, and I even strive to be friends with his friends, to dance the way he does, to speak the way he do, and to act the way he always do. It's always with passion, it's always with gravity and grace, and when you speak, and it's always from the heart, and it's always direct to the point. So, oh my God. So, what I wanted to say to the younger ones, that please don't lose hope. RJ, Irvin, you know, Bielka, Micah, all these things. I was that guy. I was that guy who used to put food on people's table, who used to eat twice a day, and who strived to look at people and do all these things. When you get that opportunity, it will only knock once. And when it does, grab it, because it will never knock twice. So, you know, you can have that phone, you can have that iPad, You can have everything in the world, but you have to treasure what you have, which is yourself. Your self-confidence, your education. But most of all, what I've learned in the year 2011 is the love of a mother that you can never have. Because I've always realized, I thought I was loving my mother much more than anybody else. But I didn't realize the love of a mother towards her children. Because I'm not a parent, I don't think I will ever be. But I would like to thank my mom. Who raised us the only way she knew how, which is through love. And out of nothing, it amounted to everything in the world that she has. And I love you. So for my cousins, my nieces, my nephews, and everybody else in the room, I thank you for being around me tonight. I'm so afraid that my plane might drop tomorrow. Because everybody is here today. And quarrel is a part of life, and it's a rite of passage. Although I have not seen my mother for 10 years, as if I just saw her yesterday. You know, my mom is someone that raised us alone, who suffered a loss of a son, and a great deal of happiness through her children. And I wish every one of you who will become future parents and future mothers that you will love your children the same way that I know that my mother loved us, even through heartaches and challenges. And at the end, she turned it into strength. So, to everyone that's here tonight, I love you. I will always love you wherever I am. I will never forget where I came from. It's always good to look back where you came from, because you will never, ever forget what it's like to be what you are and what you have become. Because the accomplishment that you can only say to yourself is that, my God, I did so well. And that is only for me, and I would not have been able to accomplish what I have now, and probably what I can possibly have in the future without everybody right here in front of you sitting down. So I thank you, the sisters and brothers of my mom who helped us through the years. I will never forget that, and I will always be there for you as much as I can. Thank you.
Okay, 12 minutes and a half.
Basta ba yun? May bayad yan! Bayad yan!
Oh, 12 minutes. 12 minutes and a half.
Ay, nakin na yun.
How much is 12 minutes and a half?
Wala na. Pero training.